What's up, guys? I'm back at it with another video to you. It's King David. So I'm just gonna talk on this video, and it's not gonna be any in particular topic. I usually have topics, but we'll just go into just kind of like my life story. Well, not life story, but just like what's been going on recently, guys, and nothing bad or anything like that, but I just feel really blessed in ways, right? Just getting better. Things are getting a little bit better, honestly. So I've noticed with retention, usually I talk about retention or conserving your life force energy, right, guys? I noticed with retention, it's hard for you to maintain a job where you have someone above you, right? I think that's like one of the harder things to do. Like having a boss above you is what I mean. Now, I mean, you can vibe with your boss. You can be cool with your boss. And some bosses are really cool. Like I noticed the last couple jobs I had, my bosses were super cool. Cool people, right? Not to say that like the bosses that I had were necessarily bad individuals before retention. I'm just saying that you realize the different like dynamic that you have between your bosses, right? Like your previous bosses compared to the bosses that you had kind of from your last jobs, right? I was trying to think of something. You realize that like life is really just a journey, guys. Like everything is a journey. Everybody's on their own kind of journey, going their own direction and doing their own things. And why I talk about retention so much on my channel and conserving your life force energy is because you can like, I think at some point you can realize what you lose almost instantly when you release, right? Like you see that, like you feel the energy. You can't see the energy, but you feel the energy shift when you release. It gets to that point where you can feel, like you literally can feel the energy kind of leave your body, you know? You're watching some content. Hopefully, if you are watching content, you know, guys, if you guys are still watching content, like I am still watching content, but I'm not watching like, you know, like how I've said before in the past, right, guys? Like it's subtle. It gets subtle. I'm not watching man and woman, right? It'd just be woman now. So, like, that's a step. And it's like, the reason why you want it to be like that, guys, or you want to get to that level and keep pushing forward, is because you have to understand that you can't force anything in life, right, guys? Like, anything that we think that we can make happen through forcing it or through, you know, trying to make it happen because we think we can make it happen, it doesn't work like that in life. Everything happens on when it's supposed to happen, divine timing, right, guys? You could be doing everything right. Like you could be doing you know, all the good things in life, but you're still not like reaping your rewards yet. You're like, okay, I'm helping people, I'm bending over backwards almost, right? You might be at your job and you're working real good, and you're just doing a good job. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? And then you're not really getting any really rewards for it. It might be some years even you've been doing that and you don't get rewards for it. I noticed, like, with retention, once I started to let go and just let things happen how they're supposed to, you lose like this expectation of what needs to be done, right? This expectation of getting to a certain day and stuff, guys. So yeah, I mean, you're going to, especially in the beginning, like, you're gonna be like, everything's kind of changing and people are acting funny and these women are more attracted to me now, and then eventually that kind of fades away for some time, and then it comes back, and it fades away, it comes back, right? Depending on how long your streaks are. A lot of the times it doesn't happen every streak. I've noticed, like, sometimes you feel pretty much normal even though you've gone longer than I mean, you always feel something, but a lot of times you do feel pretty much normal. There's days where you feel normal. There's days when you feel more energized, kind of like how everybody does, but you just notice your energy. Like, you notice the energy that you're using throughout the day, like moving around and talking to certain people, and you kind of like reflect on what you had said, and not in a bad way. Like, you might have not said anything bad, but you look at it in such a different light, guys. You have more confidence in certain areas that you wouldn't have. I've noticed it's hard to come to acceptance with some things in life, and realizing that God has a plan, right? He has a plan for you, no matter what you're going through, or however crazy it might get, or the situations you might be in. Just realize you, especially if you're on this channel, right? You're more awoke. Like, you're chosen. Like, you have to like kind of like go through those battles sometimes in life, and you can't really figure out the reasons why it's like this or that. And then with time, then you like understand, okay, that's the reasons why I went through this, right? And it's beautiful. Like, it's beautiful because like you get to a point where you're like, like, I can understand that. I can understand how it works, right? Not necessarily, but a little bit. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit hungover. I know I said that I was going to stop drinking, guys. Well, I didn't say I was going to stop drinking. I said, like, I could take it or leave it. And I had some yesterday, so this is like the day after, and kind of in the morning, guys, and I'm just like going through not a deep crazy hangover, but I'm just kind of like going through some waves, right? I noticed with the retention too, guys, like this is a harder thing to point out here. Or not point out, but it's not really that hard to point out, but it's truth, right? With retention, you lose like pretty much, not, you don't lose, but you grow out of like everything, right? Like I was saying, that nothing really becomes, like nothing really satisfies you in a technical way. Like you're okay with it, you're okay with doing it, but it just doesn't satisfy you as much, right? But eventually you're still gonna have desires, right? You're still gonna have like these desires, like these normal like desires to do certain things. That's what I noticed. Like even when you're broken free from it, I think that out of boredom, a lot of the times, out of boredom or just wanting to like go out there and to do things and to like do what you used to do, right? But then you come to like a realization that you're like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to go here or there or talk to this person or talk to this girl or whatever, you know what I mean? I spent so much time and so much energy into like going up to certain places or doing certain things when I had my car too, like just driving places I shouldn't have really like, I mean, it all happens for a reason, guys, but like driving to places that I really didn't need to go. Like I didn't need to go there. Like there was no like real reason behind me going to these locations to talk to people, right? Being like, it's nice to be wherever I was. I mean, sometimes it was nice, but it was emptiness a lot of the times. It was an empty feeling. Like it wasn't necessary. Like I really just needed to like sit my butt down and just stay in one place. That's like a hard thing to accept sometimes, guys. Like it's you really just don't need to be out and doing things and talking to certain people for whatever reason. Like we feel like we have like this urge or need to entertain certain people. It's like, no, like if it's not authentic, like don't spend your energy on stuff like that. Like once you get a little bit more like conscious of spending your energy in certain aspects and trying to go for the best scenario, then yeah, I mean, that's where you spend more of your time. I've noticed I feel so much better now than I did when I was like searching for a girlfriend, searching for a relationship, searching for something, maybe not to fill my void, because there really was no void, but just to be with somebody, right? I think a lot of guys, we I know this is true, and women, we search for, not to fill the void, right? Some guys, they're and girls are doing that for, you know, a reason. I think girls may do it more than men because they feel like they need to have a man, but you know, who knows, right? I won't get too deep into that, but what I'm gonna say is like searching, right? Not to fill a void, but just searching to be with somebody, right? Somebody shot off a firework. Yeah, I mean, it gets like, how am I gonna put it? It gets like this, like, to a point where you realize, like, I remember like sometimes I'd just be in a place, right? I'd just be wherever I was, and I think I've said this before, like wherever I was, and I just felt like, what the heck am I doing here? Like, why am I here? Like, I don't need to be here, right? I don't need to be in this place or wherever I'm at. Like, it's really just not helping me. And then I realized I would get sick all the time. I'd probably get sick because of the energies. Like, your energy is different than that place's energy. You're not supposed to be there. Like, you're not supposed to be in wherever you're at, or however far out you are, right? You think like, oh, I can just be in here. Like, no, like your energy is like telling you to get out of that place. And you become more sensitive to things. Like, you become a bit more sensitive to things over time. So with the drinking and whatnot, guys, like, realize, like, yeah, you probably will drink again. You probably will, I mean, if people do smoke or whatnot, there's a chance you might, right? To be authentically done with things in life, you have to realize that, like, there's no desire for it anymore. Once the desire is completely fizzled out, then why I drink mostly now. I mean, like I said, like, I take it or leave it. I drink it because of a feel, right? You want to feel something. You're alone or something, and you don't want to, like, I mean, you could go through your day or whatnot, or your night, but maybe it's like the weekend and you're just like alone, you're chilling, and you just want to have like a glass of wine or something, or you want to like have a couple shots on like a Saturday. That's fine. You're not going out in public. And some people are like, oh, if you drink alone, that's weird. No, drinking alone is not bad, guys. Like, I think if you're in a bad like mood, if you're not feeling good and you drink, that's not good, right? Don't do that. Don't drink when you're in a bad mood. That's not good. But yeah, just enjoy a glass or whatever. Enjoy your time. Like, you gotta enjoy yourself, and sometimes a little bit of extra is okay. A little bit of, a couple shots or whatever is fine. And well, you're not really gonna take shots. You're probably gonna sip it, right? As you become different, like, you're not gonna be like, oh, let me knock back a couple shots in the. You're not gonna do that, guys. Like, come on now. You kind of like matured more than just knocking back shots. No, that's too much. It's like, why? There's no need to do that. Anyway, super early, guys. Bear with me. So, yeah, I mean, you might. That's okay. I think it does lower your frequency if you do drink and things like that. And especially if you release or if you smoke and stuff. Lowers your frequency a little bit. But it depends on how much you do, right? It depends on how often you do it. It depends on what you're doing after that, right? It doesn't mean that you won't interact with people who do these things or whatever. Like, a lot of people do. That's totally normal. But I noticed that you got to still keep going in the direction that you're going, like building that momentum towards the better things to do in life, right? And what I mean, it's not necessarily better or worse. It's just, if when I think of it, it's like, it's not necessarily better or worse, because like, it just depends on where you're headed, right? If I'm trying to like be super ripped, super good shape, look good, skin look really good, I'm gonna have to like not do some of these things, right? And since I've been like exercising a lot, like recently, a couple of days I haven't, because I've been, detailing cars and stuff, which is pretty cool. But if I stick to like the plan, like of just exercising every day and not drinking and not smoking and whatnot, and all these things, it just like you build momentum in that, and you start to really like see your body like change in ways that you didn't see before, right? You like become like a certain strength like that you didn't have before. You're like, whoa, I feel stronger, and you move through life better. You can see the difference between how you move through life, and you're like, wow, I move through life pretty strongly. The attraction from women it's much higher too. So it's all depending on the time, right? It's all divine timing. Like if you're meant to like drink a little bit, all right, that's fine. Accept it. Don't run away from it and be like, I would say that definitely if you're a guy and you want to get in shape, right? Because my channel is about fitness too. Just remember that consistency, guys. Like it's all about consistently doing it, being out there and working out, and not necessarily like always doing the most. It's not about doing the most. It's about doing what you can do that day. Because there's some days you go out there and you're like, man, I can't work out, or it's too hot, or whatever the case might be. Or I don't really want to be around a bunch of people. Say if you go to the gym, I don't want to be around like 100 people in the gym. It's too many people. I don't want to really walk up to the park, right, or work out. But just being consistent with whatever you're doing, and when you can do it, doing it and working out, especially when you have the energy to do it. Like if you have the energy and you feel like, okay, I'm gonna get up and go just work out super hard, it's like follow through with it. What I always say with my workouts or runs or anything that I'm doing, I wouldn't say I always have said it, but I do say it more now, is finish strong too. Like you finish whatever you're doing, try to push yourself at the very end. Don't go to the extreme, but just try to push yourself a little bit. You gotta finish strong. You're running, okay, you run to the end of this location, you're running back. Try to sprint at the end. Try to do that last little sprint. Like imagine if you were running through a finish line. You gotta sprint to the end. Through the line, right? That's what you want to go for, guys. So obviously give your body some time too. Like give your body some time to recuperate, and like say if you are drinking like how I've been drinking a little bit, it's like I understand that I'm gonna need like maybe a day or two to just relax, just chill. And if I was smoking too, right, it's like you start to realize like if you're doing something like that and you're exercising, you can still exercise, but it's like it's more difficult. It's more difficult because like you're fighting two battles, right? Trying to work out, but then like you have all this like stuff in your body, and your body ain't really like wanting to work with you. I tried to do that for so many years, and it's like it will, like of course you could still work out, still have a couple drinks here and there, or smoke or whatever, But to have the best performance, you gotta go without everything, and then really just lock in and find other outlets, right? Anyways, guys, that's about it. Peace out. I'm a bit too tired, and yeah, just leave a comment below if you guys want to, and also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, talking about just life in general on this one, and conserving your energy. Peace, guys.